time on this Good Friday. Okay. We are live. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Coming to you live from the CommenTERRI virtual studio. I have with me this morning the amazing. She's lovely. Look, she's lovely. She's like a breath of fresh air. I said this when I first met her. I was like, she is like a breath of fresh air. And I didn't know her from a can of paint.
Oh.
Do you remember how we met?
I do remember how you met.
How we met? Oh, well, I was with Stan, right?
At that time. So like we're in the same building and you and Stan were on the elevator, but y'all just looked like a fly ass couple, just all giggly. And I was like, where
I remember that night.
I was like, y'all so cute.
You had some braids or something, right?
I had locks. Yeah. So I just remember thinking like, oh, they are so cute. Like, how you know good people when you see them. Like, I could see your energy was just so beautiful then. So
that's how I felt about her too. So we got rid of the guy and we stayed together. We got rid of. No, I didn't get rid of Stan. I'm just joking, y'all. Okay, it didn't happen like that. But y'all know that we're, y'all know what happened, and we did this. But me and LIBBA still got each other.
We still
together.
We sure do. We still cutting up together.
I love her so much. She's the type of friend that's like me, meaning LIBBA and I could potentially see each other every day if we wanted to, but we don't want to. We don't. We want to go in our shells and live our lives. And when we see each other, we love on each other like we just saw each other another day. But
it's the understanding. So sometimes you don't necessarily have to be around a person or even require their attention as much. I mean, you may have friends who drop off after months or whatever, but you pick right back off when you left.
And I love that about you. Like when we see each other, it's not like, well, you haven't called me in 6 months. Like, no, it's none of that. We don't care. I just care that I get to see her when I see her, and hug on each other when we see each other. And it could be 6 months. I think it's gone months, and we live in the same building.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is that like sometimes I know that I go into my shell. Like I need to, I might get overwhelmed, or I definitely get overstimulated. So in order for me to center myself, I got to be by myself.
Yeah. That's me. And so we understand, we have an understanding. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have her here today for a special edition of CommenTERRI because I think it was several weeks ago now. LIBBA posted something on her social media talking about sex after breast cancer. And then I reposted it because I thought it was so good. It was so inspiring, even for a woman like me. I haven't gone through breast cancer, but damn it, I done gone through menopause. And I'm not trying to compare the two at all, but I'm just telling you that I have an understanding of how your body changes and what sex is like after stuff. Okay. And so many of you all inboxed me with questions and said, we would love to learn more. And I said, I'm going to invite her and we're going to talk about it together on CommenTERRI.
Let's talk about it.
So here we are to talk about it. But before we get into that, I want to remind you all how CommenTERRI, the name of this podcast, was birthed. I had something inside of me that I didn't know what to do with. And LIBBA and I, back then, I think we were sitting here at this kitchen table, weren't we?
We were, yeah.
And we were talking, and we always would. One thing I love about you is that you're not a gatekeeper. So you're like, girl, you can sell your stuff on. Remember that thing you put me on? I forgot what it was.
LTK.
Yeah, girl. And okay, and then you can do this and you can do that. And so I talked to her about all these things that I enjoy talking about with you all. And what happened after that?
Yeah. So essentially Terry was saying, the direction that she wanted to go into with her social media and how important it was for her to mentor and be a support to women, in particular, women of color. And I think I mentioned something like, oh, so you want to provide some kind of commentary. And then I was like, oh, Terry, commentary. That's it, girl.
She did. It happened just like that. I was so excited.
Yeah. And so, and for me, I'm a marketer by trade. So I'm a professor of marketing. My background is marketing. I got an MBA and a master's degree in marketing. And so certain things, certain things just, come off the top of my dome. And so like for us to have that conversation, and I could totally see it for you, like, oh, and the fact that you have such a great following, you offer so much to your audience. I think CommenTERRI is perfect for you.
And so there you have it. And here we are, CommenTERRI. And you all get it, authenticity.
Yes.
I talk about all things. Sometimes I get on here and I'm telling y'all about the Lord. And sometimes I'm telling you, you got to get your vajayjay together, because we cannot be out here smelling. Okay. We talked about that, remember? Yeah. I'm going to do a review before the summertime, because it'll be hot outside. And listen, I'm a girl. I got a box too. And I know it'd be sweating and stuff, but no excuse to have a stink box. And we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna get Dr. Jew back on here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have part 2, because summertime is coming, and we're not gonna be out here with stink box.
No,
okay.
You want it. Listen, you want that thing to do other things,
right? You don't want right. Okay. Okay. And so LIBBA, she's already disclosed that she is a breast cancer survivor, warrior, conqueror. And I want you to talk to us about a little bit about, who you are as a woman today, and tell us more about what life turned out to be like for you once you went through what you went through, because what is sex life like after breast cancer? Like, do men still desire women, or do they ask certain questions like, are those your real boobs, or can I let's just talk about it from a real perspective. Sure. I'm sure so many other women out here who are either going through breast cancer treatment right now, gone through it, you're attached to someone who's gone through it. So we need to know.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for opening up this platform to me. I am on social media as well, talking to women about breast cancer, because essentially there are not that many women who look like me talking about breast cancer, period. And I think before I even get into talking about sex, it is really about understanding that you have to accept the fact that you've had breast cancer, that your body has gone through all these different changes, and that once you get a breast cancer diagnosis, that does not mean that it's doom and gloom. It means that there is life after breast cancer. So yeah, you're about to go through some shit. Like, it's not going to be easy, but women need to know that you will live after breast cancer.
Look at her. Yes, you will live after
you
breast
will
cancer.
live after breast cancer, and so like, I think automatically we're thinking, oh my God, I got breast cancer, I'm gonna die. And that's not true. It is, the fact is that you have breast cancer, that you're going to have to go through treatment, whether it's a double mastectomy. I had a double mastectomy, whether it is chemo, radiation. I personally, I'm on something called tamoxifen. So I'll be on medication that I have to take every day for 5 years. Right.
Okay.
And so once you reconcile and understand that you got to deal with having cancer, you have to really put yourself first. And I had to learn to prioritize myself. And honestly, I don't even know how I got breast cancer. I mentioned this in one of my videos, but
what do you mean when you say you don't know how you got it?
I don't know how.
Can you catch it?
So it's not hereditary for me. Oftentimes, like, breast cancer is hereditary or it's not. And so when I say I don't know how I got cancer, like, I literally,
it didn't come from your DNA.
It didn't come from genetics or my bloodline. And so I remember having a conversation with my therapist, and I was like, I don't even know how I got breast cancer. She said, oh, I know how you got it. And I was like, how? She said, LIBBA, you've been stressed out. You've dealt with trauma. You've dealt with this, and that, and you never let it out, and it essentially trapped itself in your body, like your body. And I've always said that stress manifests itself in my body, And so for me, once I recognized that shit, if that is true, then I have the ability to ensure that I have a good life and that I am healthy and that I can do what I need to do for my future self, And so from that, I started eating better. Girl, I had cut out liquor. Not that I was drinking a lot, you know. I cut out bacon. I cut out like all of the different processed foods. I really started taking care of my body more than anything else. Girl, I got rid of toxic ass people who were stressing me the hell out.
Okay.
Who were just taking, or not necessarily adding positivity to my life, but just stressing me out or being a burden to me. So I had to recognize that spiritually. I really had to go deep with it.
Tap in
and be willing to accept my fate, no matter what, you know. And so from that, I ended up becoming like, girl, like once I got rid of people, once I started eating better, then I started feeling good.
I love it.
Then I started like glowing. I cut my hair off. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I definitely started feeling better about myself. And then I started telling these women about, like, listen, you're not the only person. There is a community of women out here who are just like you, who have gone through the phases of being afraid, not knowing what's going on, being in pain, you know, but you're going to get through this. And so it's important for women to know that. And so you have commentary. I need to figure out a name for my stuff. But for me, what I say is that if you can survive breast cancer, you can survive anything. Because you are ultimately you're facing the hardest obstacles in your life that you've ever had to face. And once you face that, you can overcome anything. And that's not limited to breast cancer. You know what I mean? But it's like, you look at all the things that you have overcome, you can overcome anything. That shit, anything from this point on is easy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but with that being said, you know, I had a breakup. Then we ain't gonna get into that too much.
But in order for you to, so you're saying you had a breakup. This is before or after your whole?
I was in a relationship when I was going through breast cancer.
Okay.
And then I recognized that relationship did not serve me well.
Okay.
And so, you know, when you go through breast cancer, you're going through a grieving process anyhow. And then to add a breakup to that, I had to go through like a grieving process as well. But that was probably one of the best things that could have ever happened to me, because it made me the priority. Yeah. And it made me realize that I have to protect my peace and I have to protect my health and my well-being. Okay. You know, and I don't want anyone or anything to disrupt that.
I love that. And so now I want to talk about your journey of, you know, once you've gone through the process and you've gone through all of the medical treatments and all the things, and now you're eating better, you're on your road to recovery. Yeah. Did you had a full mastectomy?
I had a double mastectomy. So I don't mean to, you know, but I had a double. They look good. Let me tell y'all real quick. Let me tell y'all this story real quick. I got these things right here.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. So I had a plastic surgeon get you or he was a breast cancer surgeon, but you could tell that he loved women, you know. And so I was like, listen, I'm tall. I'll breastfed at some point in my life. Fill these jokers up. I got the shoulders, so just make sure that I look natural. I gave him all the directives. I was like, I need this to be your best case scenario ever. Okay. I need you to be Picasso. Okay. And let this be like your artwork, honey. That's what I need you to do. Let me be your muse.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
And he took that challenge on. And you know, initially when you have a mastectomy, your breasts don't look like breasts. I mean, they just literally look like meat, like really on your chest. Yeah, it's something that you have to adjust to.
Is it flat?
No. So for me, it was just like two big coconuts. I mean, they look kind of like that now, but they just kind of sat there, you know, and they were wrinkly. They look like chewed up bubble gum a little bit. Why am I telling y'all this? Because we want to know. Why am I telling y'all that initially, you know, know,
It looked like chewed up
it
bubble
looked
gum.
like chewed up bubble gum. You know,
Okay.
it was a little wrinkly. You know how you get out the bathtub and you got like wrinkles on your fingers. Like that's kind of how it was looking initially.
Did anyone, a man or woman, see that other than you, other than your doctors?
So yeah, my ex-boyfriend did,
Mhm.
and I think that might have been hard for him to see, like the
Mhm.
difference between what my body used to look like
Yeah.
opposed to what it looks like or what it looked like at the time.
Mhm.
But my point is that for the women who have to get like a mastectomy, let your doctors know. I want to be pretty. Like I want to feel like a woman. Do what you can do to ensure that it's the best case scenario. I had a nipple sparing mastectomy, meaning that I still have my nipples. And then also I have requested, it's a procedure called neurotization, which what happens is that you can they can reconnect the nerves where you can start feeling sensation in your breast.
Wow.
Yeah, because when you have a mastectomy, think about it, it's kind of like when you have a tooth removed. You know how it feels numb? You can't feel anything. That's what it feels like because it's taking out all of your tissue. It's taking out all of your nerve
and the nerve. Okay.
So I wanted to feel something. You know, I wanted to feel a hug. I wanted to feel some other things too. If that was possible, and it is. So
okay, I love this. I do because it's giving women so much hope. Like, okay,
yeah, like and there is like when I say there is life after breast cancer, there is life after breast cancer, honey. You can have amazing sex after breast cancer. It is possible. You know, even I'm on tamoxifen, which is like it's an estrogen blocker, but that ain't blocking everything, girl.
Oh. Okay. And so once you got these nice voluptuous boobs,
yeah,
you back outside.
I'm back outside, but I would say that I went through the motions, you know, because you know, although I had a double mastectomy, it's not a boob job, you know, so like I'm scarred all over, you know, and so there's a certain level of I'm not going to say I was insecure because I gave myself grace and recognizing like my body literally was not saying it was killing me, but it had this foreign element to it, you know, and a foreign body to it. And so I gave myself grace throughout the process. But what I talk about is before even having sex or even dating or even going through the process, you have to be acceptant of your circumstances and accepting of the fact that you're not the same person that you were before. You know, and so I had to start thinking about things that I liked about myself. You know, so like I love being pretty. I love like, you know what I'm saying? I like dressing up.
Such a girl.
A girl's girl. I like to wear red lipstick. I like, you know, so what I would do is I would start doing stuff for me. Like, oh my gosh, girl, I don't care. I would take a walk with my fur on. I felt like being cute. You know what I mean? I wasn't going nowhere but to CVS. It didn't matter. I was strutted. I was just but that was to make me feel better. So I would start doing things that made me feel better. Like I would be like, oh, my skin. Like I've worked on my skin. I worked on learning how to apply makeup better. You know what I mean? I started wearing different fragrances. So it wasn't about another person.
Okay. It was about you feeling good about you.
Yes. And building confidence within myself. And just be like, you know, not necessarily thinking about other people or other things. It was just more like, all right, LIBBA, like, what you gonna wear today, girl? You know?
So do you remember the first time that you had sex after your mastectomy and after your treatment? Do you remember?
Okay.
I'm getting in her business. I'm like, do you remember the first time?
So it's okay. So I'm hesitant because you know I was in a relationship when I had cancer and when I was going through treatment, and it's a little bit difficult because I don't necessarily think that the person that I was with, well, it didn't work out. But I think that it was a lot on him. Okay, so me showing my breast or whatever else, like I don't think I was insecure about it, but I didn't feel attractive. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like he some men are boot men.
Boot
you
men.
know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't think that he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, when we broke up months later, I had a first encounter.
Okay.
And the word that the guy used, impeccable.
What the word? What do you mean?
Meaning, like, to describe me.
Okay.
Because you're insecure. You're not insecure.
That's what I asked you. Like, how did you feel?
Like,
did you feel like you were gonna take your clothes off, or were you like, I'm gonna keep my shirt on, I'm gonna keep my bra on?
No, I didn't feel like I needed to keep anything on per se.
Okay, really?
But
Okay.
no. No.
Self-conscious about stuff, and,
Yeah.
and I'll leave a shirt on or something.
I'm self-conscious about my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm more conscious about that than my boobs. But
okay.
I think that for the guy that I was with, he knew that I had cancer,
mm-hmm.
or at some point had cancer, and he respected that shit.
Okay.
He was like, oh my gosh, you look beautiful, and so, like, when I finally had exposed myself, I mean, he was just like, you know what I mean? Like, I was caressed.
He made you feel good.
He made me feel
and
good.
beautiful.
You trace along the lines.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
So you weren't, like, mentally though, you weren't feeling like, oh, like, does this still work the same down there?
Oh, girl.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, after the stuff that you've gone through.
No, but I will say that that works perfectly.
Okay.
It works so good. That was never.
So you weren't concerned about that in that moment?
Never.
Okay.
Like, that will always work, knock on wood. Okay.
I'd be hoping that too. I'm just like, I hope it still works.
But part of that is because, some women are in their head when they're about to have sex. Some women don't know how to have orgasms. Some women are not aware of their bodies or even how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's so true.
And I think for me, I'm a woman who is fully aware, and I look forward to when I am intimate with someone, like, I am in it. I'm in it.
You are.
I am. I'm in it. Okay, listen. I am in it. So with it, we about to have a good time, So I think
I love this.
So for me, like, so I wasn't self-conscious about movement. I was more self-conscious about my aesthetics. And then once I had exposed myself, it's like popping that cherry. Like,
once you expose yourself, he saw it. He saw it, good with it,
and he liked it, and he had fun with it.
Did he suck on him and stuff?
Did he?
Like. Okay, so
he did a lot more than that.
So here's real live proof that, all jokes aside, after a mastectomy, there is life to be lived.
Oh yeah, it is. And again, I'm fortunate because I had the neurotization, meaning that I feel sensation. At first, it wasn't around my nipple area. It was more around, like, the perimeter of my breast. But most women can't feel that. So it's just, so for me, as time progresses, I'm starting to feel more. I still get, my nipples still get hard, like that. They still work. Sometimes I don't feel them, but I'm starting to feel them more.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Let me answer a few questions. Denise says, I can relate. I had breast cancer 15 years ago, went under the knife twice. I just made my mind up. Whatever man I am with is going to have to accept my body. Yes, boo. Great sex. Okay, Denise. Yes, he's going to have to accept you for who you are.
Yeah, but more importantly, you have to accept you.
Yeah.
Like, forget him. It's about you, and your will and your ability to look at yourself and say, man, even throughout these scars, like, girl, can you believe that you overcame that shit? Like,
yeah, girl.
Man, like, oh,
you a superhero. You're a fucking badass. Yeah. Look at her. I'm just so in awe of what God can do. This is God's work. And what I mean by that is LIBBA has gone through breast cancer treatment, right?
Yeah.
And a mastectomy, double mastectomy.
I had breast cancer in both breasts.
Both breasts.
Yes.
And it's not even hereditary, which means God is using you for something. No, for real. That's what that means. Like, because it doesn't, nothing else makes sense.
Yeah.
You just magically don't, you know what I mean? Like, no one in your family had it. So God said, I'm going to use her. I'm going to use my special vessel. And I'm going to allow this to attack her because I'm going to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you see what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
Because look at you. Look at no, for real. Look at her. Look how vibrant she is. Look at those boobs.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think oftentimes people may question God or question, why did this happen to me? And it is perhaps, and this sounds so counterintuitive, but me having breast cancer is probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me because I am a better woman for it. I fear nothing or no one. Okay. But more than that, I have a better appreciation of my life. I have a better appreciation of me. And that is something that I didn't value myself as much as I value myself now.
Oh, I love that.
And on top of that, before I accepted a lot of bullshit, I put up a lot, you know what I mean? Like I accepted the bare minimum from people, or I was mistreated and held on to it. And now I'm not allowing that to happen. I do not play about me.
Yes. Okay.
I ain't playing about me. So either you're going to like me or love me, hate me. I don't care. Listen, because I went through so much to get to where I am today. And I am excited about my future self. I am excited about how I'm able to help other people. Like even for me to have my social media and me talking to other women with breast cancer, the messaging is so touching. So they'll be like, LIBBA, I needed to hear this today. I needed to see this today. You give me hope.
I love it.
And I never anticipated that,
Live with Lib.
Come
Just
on,
think
live
about
with
it.
Me. I like it.
Live
with Lib.
With Lib. Not live with her, but live.
Come live.
Live
your life.
Live your life with Lib.
Come on. You know what I mean? You need a little inspiration, motivation.
Live.
You need some reminding.
With Lib.
You need to live, honey. You gotta live. You have to be willing to change your life, do what you need to do. I could have easily sat back and dwindled away. Yep. I could have easily accepted some of the projections and the negative projections that were projected to me. I could have believed that shit.
Yeah.
But I recognized that ain't my stuff, and I gotta live my life, so fuck what you heard.
That's right.
Like you have to be willing to put yourself first, and not in a selfish way. And even if it is selfish, it's about damn time.
Sometimes you gotta
be
do selfish.
Sometimes you gotta recognize that there are people in your life who will just take from you. And then there will be people who will pour into you and who will appreciate you. And you got to find your people,
Find your people, y'all. Margaret says, you are beautiful. Don't know if you mentioned it or not. Were you recommended to speak with a counselor before or after the surgery? Just curious.
So, hey, Margaret, thank you so much. So I will say this, I had already had a therapist. I have a bomb ass therapist. So that's always helpful, but there are resources in which the hospital or the facilities will offer you. I have not taken advantage of cancer counseling before. I'm not quite sure why I hadn't. I think I felt the need to go through this alone and without commentary or without the opinions of other people first, because I needed to reconcile what was going on. So I never really had therapy, and and concerning with cancer at all. With the surgery, for me, it was like an immediate. So let me just backtrack a little bit. I had the type of breast cancer that I had. So what happened was, I don't hope you don't mind me telling.
I don't.
Okay, so for me, one day,
it's your show today.
So where was I? I was in bed and I felt a bump in my left breast. Right now, I've had LCIS, which is precancerous cells, like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was stage 0, but it's like before stage 0. So anyhow, I felt a lump in my breast and was like, I'm playing about this. I'm going to go to the doctor and I'm going to ask them to give me a diagnostic mammogram. Now, a diagnostic mammogram is a little bit more detailed than a regular mammogram. Okay. So you see more, it's more, it'll give the doctor a better gauge of what's going on. So I went to the doctor. I was like, I feel this lump. I ain't playing about it. She was like, LIBBA, it's probably fibrous tissue. And I was like, Doc, I don't care about none of that. Give me that. Run that diagnostic mammogram. Okay. So
period.
So she ran it and we got the mammogram. Now my mammogram, what I felt was like just hormonal, right? But when you look at the mammogram, you may see dots on it. Now, the dots are calcifications. Now, a lot of women have calcifications on their mammograms, okay? Mm-hmm. However, when the calcifications are in a cluster, like a little circle or whatever, like a little cluster, that's an indication of abnormalities. And oftentimes that means that you maybe have DCIS, right? Or cancer.
Okay.
Or precancerous cells. Well, my mammogram looked like the sky. It was like a celestial body. I had calcifications all over the place. Mm-hmm. And so essentially what they wanted to do was a lumpectomy to remove like those areas of calcifications, right? Just so that it wouldn't turn into cancer.
Okay.
So at the time I was a professor at Bowie State, they had already scheduled my lumpectomy. I had to go in for like a pre-op appointment. I go in for my pre-op appointment and my doctor says, LIBBA, I can't perform this lumpectomy on you. And I was like, why? She said, because your breast would be deformed. We would have to take it from different sides. So you need a mastectomy. Oh. And I was headed to class. I was headed to teach class. And she said, you don't need a lumpectomy. You need a mastectomy. Girl, when I tell you.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, boy. I actually recorded it and I put it on TikTok. I don't know why I did it, but I'm glad that I did.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Too. So I ended up, and I was like, but I don't have cancer. So they ran all kinds of tests. I've had stereotactic, what was it? Biopsies. I've had all these different biopsies, none of which said that I had cancer. Okay. None. So she said, we're going to we have to perform a mastectomy. We will get it approved by the insurance company because it's like my percentage of getting cancer was like so high, like I think over 150% chances, which is extremely high. Oh. So she was like, so we're going to take your left breast, your right breast is okay. And I was like, listen, if you can't give me a brand new tire and then air is coming out this other one, you're going to need to go ahead.
Just take them both.
You know what I mean? Go and take them both because I'm not going through this again.
Right.
So I ended up having my mastectomy. And come to find out, I had stage 1 cancer in my left breast and I had stage 0 in my right.
What stage 0 means?
Precancerous cells, meaning that those abnormalities, remember I was telling you how what it means is that it would turn into cancer within 3 to 5 years, if not.
Okay.
And one of the things that she said was that she believes that I had been walking around with cancer for at least 5 years.
Wow.
And did not know it.
And didn't know.
And did not know it. So when I say listen to your body, girl, make sure that you listen to your body because things weren't feeling right. And as soon as I felt something, I was like, we're going to get this checked out. And so that was exactly what happened. And so I'm just glad that I advocated for myself. As Black women, cancer is highly aggressive. We are the people who will die from cancer more than any other race or ethnicity. And so, and especially if you're under the age of 40. So it's very important that women, you go get these mammograms, those calcifications, you don't feel those. The only reason why I was prompted to go to the doctor is because I felt something in my breast and I was like, I don't like this feeling. But that was just hormonal. That wasn't the cancer.
That wasn't the cancer. But thank God, still though, you went.
I listened to my body.
You listened to your body. That's the key.
Yeah.
Listen to your body.
Yeah. And don't wait, and don't be afraid.
Listen to your body. Praise God. I'm sharing this. This is so good. Thank y'all so much. Praise God. You are okay. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Regina. So LIBBA, how do you feel about when you first meet a man? Like, are you at a point in your life now? You're single still, right?
I'm single and ready to mingle, honey. Yes.
And so do you feel like, how does it work? Do you disclose, okay, listen, I had do you say that up front?
No.
Because it's not everybody's business.
Well,
right?
I think that's heavy to lead with.
Right.
So I have a bit of a social media presence. I'm a micro influencer, so more than likely micro. So I don't know many men who's looking at like my content. It's definitely not breast cancer content, but for the men that I have met, I don't mention it. Like, I don't mention it at all until I feel comfortable enough where I feel like he would be able to handle, like, the brevity of that. So so I don't necessarily mention it initially. I want them to get to know me a little bit better.
Right.
And then I find a way to ease that thing on in.
And is the reason that you tell someone because your breasts are going to look different and you want him to know, or is the reason that you would share it because you may have to get treatment or something? Like, what's the point of sharing it?
That's a really good question. And I never really thought about it. I think for me to share, it is a part of who I am, but it doesn't necessarily define who I am, and I have big boobs. Like, these things ain't little, They don't look natural. They look natural, but they don't look natural. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that oftentimes I will share so that they know that, first of all, this ain't no lightweight over here. Like, you dealing with a warrior. You're dealing with someone who is,
I love that,
who has gone through some things, and because of that, he needs to know the type of woman that I am. I proudly exclaim that I am a breast cancer survivor. I proudly exclaim that I kick cancer's ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I proudly say that. And so for the man who's going to be with me, can't wait to meet him.
Yes. Hot girl summer. Okay. She gonna meet him this summer.
Baby.
Yes.
But for the man who is going to be with me, I really want him to be proud of me.
Yeah.
And my journey. And not just proud, but admire my strength, my resilience, my vulnerability. A lot of people are afraid to talk about what they're going through. A lot of people are afraid to talk about their weaknesses or look imperfect or what have you. For me, I think that's probably one of the things that makes me a good, genuine person, is because I'm willing to share and I'm not afraid to hold that back, and so whoever's for me is going to be for me,
I love that. And God is going to send him, baby. I can't wait. He going to send him and he going to be so for you. You're going to love that LIBBA.
You better love me, because I'm going to love you.
Yes, indeed. And you deserve that. You really do. This was God's way of showing you that you can overcome and be your very authentic self. So how do you feel about your new boob job? What's the percentage of it returning?
So I love my reconstruction. We often say that when you have breast cancer, you have to get implants. It's not a boob job per se, because you're literally, it's an amputation, obviously, but the percentages of it returning are very low because we caught the cancer early. Stage 0 and stage 1. And on top of that, the type of cancer that I have, it is fed by estrogen. And so because of that, I'm taking tamoxifen. I have to take that for every day for 5 years. And then on top of that, like I work out. I mean, I was working out 3 to 4 times a week. Now I'm like 2 times a week, but I'm getting back to it because summer's
More
coming.
than me. Doing it
I
more
take
than
a
me.
walk every day, girl. I meditate. I do things to ensure that I am centered, that I don't allow things or people to stress me out. I ensure that if I do get upset about something, that I don't dwell on it, and that I continue to pray throughout the day and look out for myself.
Yeah.
And I think that it's more than just a physical thing, but it's also mental and spiritual. And you have to be willing to put in the work. And you also have to not play about yourself and to not allow people to play in your face or play in your space.
Okay. Don't play in my face or in my space. Period. Speaking of playing in our faces and in our space, what we gonna do about this dating? This shit out here is stupid and dumb.
I mean, like for me, I'm a lover. You know,
we are.
I am such a lover, and I feel like all the love that I have to give, there has to be a man that is waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? And so this summer I think I'm going to be willing to like scrap whatever preconceived notions I had of a type.
Oh, you're going to step outside of the type. I had to do that too.
And I think like I wouldn't even mind, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I wouldn't mind dating outside of my race. I've never done that before, but the brothers have not treated me right, and I've been so good to them. So like maybe it's Brad. I don't know.
Oh, well.
Maybe it's Brad. Maybe it's Chad. Maybe it's something else.
Listen, I'm not there yet. Well, I was on a podcast about a month or two ago with 2 other ladies, and they asked me, would I date outside? They asked all 3 of us, would we date outside of our race? And I was the only one who said no. I'm like, as much as y'all Black men have gotten on my last nerve, and as much as I've gone through heartbreak and divorces, plural, okay, I still want me another brother. I still want me a Black man.
I love Black men.
I can't imagine exchanging saliva with a white man. I'm sorry, y'all. Girl, and there's no shade. I have Caucasian friends that are like, I love y'all, know who you are. Love y'all. But I'm just talking about as far as my intimate life goes. I just come from something different, and I just want a Black man.
I think I love the brothers. I mean, I'm 100% like my scorecard is 100% Black men. Okay, so like,
but my sister said,
you know what I mean?
She's tipping outside. She's like, I'm sick of these niggas.
I feel like
she did.
I feel like I know Black men. I have an appreciation for them. Like I just, they be smelling good, looking good, like talking that shit. Like I love it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I recognize that I am no ordinary woman. I am no ordinary woman. I need a man who is sure of himself, who is secure, who loves Black women. So if he's a white man, I ain't saying no fetish shit, but if he loves Black women or women,
they would share it. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I want to be cherished and appreciated and valued and desired. You know, like because you know that
thing desired, right? That's important.
Yes,
that's so important.
It's so important.
So what are your deal breakers?
Narcissist.
This world is
narcissists.
Infected with narcissists.
Alcoholics.
So that's a deal breaker. Alcoholic is a deal breaker.
Hell yeah, really? Alcoholics. Keep your drunk ass.
They need love too.
Not from girl. I don't want no alcoholic nothing.
So he can't be an alcoholic.
He can't be no alcoholic.
And what was the first thing?
a narcissist.
Okay, you can't be a narcissist. You can't be an alcoholic.
He can't live with his mama.
He can't live with. What if he living with his mother because his mother's sick and she need help?
That was my last. Been there, done that. I ain't doing that shit again. He gotta have his own car.
Well, what if he don't want a car? He just drive Uber. I mean, not drive Uber, take Uber.
Girl,
but he can afford it.
Been there, done that.
He gotta have a car.
Don't drive my shit no more.
Okay.
You're not doing that no more.
What
Jealousy.
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't want no jealous man.
Okay, no, he can't be that.
Jealous or envy.
Can he have small kids? Like
no
little kids.
It's different. I don't want to say no to the kids because there are some men out there who have started late in age. You know what I mean? Some men start at 45, 50, you know, so like, all right, I can kind of deal with that. I'm not going to be nobody's mama. No. I'm not going to be a stepmom. Like, that's not something that I'm interested in.
And because I have so much to offer, because I've raised 3 kids of my own, and I would love to offer my momminess to being a stepmom. But my thing is that I have criteria. You can have a few kids. You can have as many kids as you can afford to take care of, as long as you're taking care of them. But for me, they have to be like 13 and up or 14 and up.
I don't know if I
don't want nobody with little kids. I'm not going to Disney World no more. I don't want to do
Let's just say this. I'm an empty nester. So like, I would love to travel the world. I would love to like do stuff with this man and he do stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm looking for someone who is open, and I am a whimsy kind of woman. You know, I'm full of confidence. And so I need a man who would appreciate and value that and not be jealous of that or feel intimidated by it.
I love that.
I have said this before, but I need to like really instill this. I don't want a short man. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was going to ask about physical attributes. So he needs to be how tall? Minimum.
So I'm like 5'10". So can I get over 6'1", 6'2", 6'3"?
You can.
Yeah, you can smell good.
So he can't be 5'7". So what's the deal breaker? You're 5'10". Can he be 5'10"?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but you got to be sure your
shoes. Then you can't ever wear heels.
One thing I was about to say, I'm gonna wear these heels 99.5% of the time.
Right. Okay.
And usually 3 to 4 inches tall, you know.
So he needs to be tall. Let's just put it out there. We're gonna put out there what you want. He needs to be tall.
Yes.
So y'all heard all the other stuff. He can't be a narcissist. He can't be an alcoholic. Can he smoke cigarettes, cigars, weed, or any of them?
Have you ever kissed a man that smoked? That shit is nasty. You're like that shit is nasty. Like,
so he can't smoke.
He smoke like a cigar or hookah. I'm okay with hookah.
Men don't smoke hookah, do they?
Girl, we be going hookah bars, bitch. You need to come along. Yeah, girl.
Men going blowing up. Men be doing.
Let me just say this. I mean, I ain't gonna be telling all my business or whatever. But like, I've dated men who've had like hookah. I don't know what you call them, stands in their house, and then have different flavors of hookah.
Really?
Yes, and you put on a little Teddy Pendergrass, and then you smoke that hookah with a little dark liquor, bitch.
Oh, I didn't know men smoke hookah.
So good. Yes, honey. Smoke that hookah. Yes, let it be pistachio or blueberry.
I'm so weird that it just in my mind, if I see a man, because when I do hookah, I gotta suck hard.
You ain't gotta
like that.
You ain't gotta suck that hard.
And so if I see a man doing that, I would be like,
I'm like that with men and cigars. If you got a big ass brown oblong object in your mouth and you holding on, nigga,
that's a problem.
Hold on to that shit. Nick, boy,
that's terrible.
I ain't interested in that. Like, I can't watch that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be around it, but so long.
Okay, so this back to this man. He's got to be tall. Can he be fat?
Oh,
he's 6'2", but he's like Biggie Smalls, because Biggie was big like that. He was tall and big. Can he be fat? As long as he's got the height requirement.
I don't have experience with fat men.
Do you want an experience?
What I'm saying is, it's a new experience for me.
So you would
like,
give him a try.
I don't know. This like when I think about a big man, I'll be thinking like I gotta feed him. Like, and I love to cook, but goddamn, so I gotta feed him. And then I think about snoring.
Skinny men snore too.
No, but not
like
the
fat man.
one. God damn. Not like, oh girl, that big ass stomach, like girl, like you on a cartoon and it. Ooh, I don't know. I've never had a big man, so I'm not gonna say.
But we're not gonna rule out the big man. So we're ruling out the short man, but we're not ruling out the tall fat man, because he could be like a retired NFL player and he's like 6'3", 300 pounds.
Oh, I don't want him having diabetes
and pick you up.
I mean, pick me up, throw me.
Okay.
But at this,
I've never had a man pick me up.
You haven't?
Never.
Oh,
I've always been so chunky.
Oh, somebody threw me over.
No man has ever. No man has ever been
like
able to
he
pick
was.
me up.
Listen, I've been thrown over shoulders and shit. Like he was Tarzan.
That's on my bucket list. Just if whoever is listening, I've never had a man that just could just pick me up and be like. I've never had that. Or pick me up and put me up on the wall.
So would you be with a big man then?
I've been with 2 big ones. And no, I don't want no more big ones.
Okay.
Now you can have a stomach. I'm fine with a I call it a fuda, fat upper dick area. You can have that. It's a fuda. We have fupas.
But I need a okay.
So you can have a fuda, but it can't be. I just don't like fat men. And and I'm chunky, and so I don't have a right to. But 2 chunky people for me, it's just not going to work.
Well, my thing is like, I don't have the experience, so I don't.
I've had the experience with a really fat one, and he was big. He was tall and fat, and the thing didn't match up to all the other stuff you saw. I'm just being honest.
What you mean? It didn't add up, or it
didn't match up with him being tall and big. That didn't match up with none of that. That was totally threw me off. So I don't want all of that fat stuff you got to deal with just to get to that. It's a hell no. So don't.
Not all tall men are packing. I mean, I know that we're not going to talk. Oh, listen. What is that? That coach. It's a dating coach who was talking about detecting prints. And how to
is there a foolproof way? Because you can't look at their height, their feet, their hands, none of that shit.
So we need to do another show where it talks about he's identified prints and how to know, like he has A, B, and then D. He has a chart and everything. And according to I don't know why I'm talking about this.
Because does this matter though? Does that matter to you?
What?
The print, like the size. Does it matter?
It does.
It does?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say that it doesn't. I would never want to be disappointed. I'm not good with disappointment.
I have a girlfriend. We were talking at the hair salon the other day who said that it matters to her, and she picked up an object and she said, "I need this," and it looked like something like I'm like, I don't want that. I just don't. At this point in my life, I don't want none of that big stuff. I don't.
Well, I would say.
I mean, you can't like not have nothing, but
right,
I don't want none of that.
I would say that I think size does matter. I'm not saying that I'm a size queen, but I also know how my body responds to certain things.
Right. And if you can't feel it, it's a wrap.
And I would be disrespectful.
Right.
I think at some point, don't let an argument come up.
Because
lower your tone.
Lower your tone.
You need to match your size.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is coming from a big woman. Okay. Sit your little ass down. Have several seats. Yeah. So I don't think that I would do well. And I would say that like
Everything else is on point. He's 6'4",
Mhm.
tall, dark, handsome. He loves you for who
Yes.
you are.
Yes.
All the things. He smell good.
Yes.
He's financially independent. Can
Absolutely.
even help you a little bit.
Please.
All the things. No drama with kids.
No baby
He
mama
wants
drama.
to travel with you.
Yes. He
But his
believes
thing
in
is
God.
little.
Oh.
But his thing is little.
I'm not.
But all of the other things check off, Lib.
No. We not going with. That's not
all of the other things.
That's
the only thing. That's the only thing.
Maybe when I'm older. Maybe when I'm like older. Maybe when maybe when I'm not so spry.
I'm gonna still, or I'm not as spry as you. I'm
spry. I'm still
55.
Spry. Yes.
And if he has all of that stuff, if all the boxes check off for me, all the things, and for me the boxes are, you know, he just, I don't care about, you know, the being super tall and stuff. Okay. That's nice, but it's not a requirement for me because I'm short. I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
You can be short because I'm short. But you can't be fat. You can't smoke cigarettes. We need to enjoy and like and have a common interest of music. I'm big on that. So you got to share the same liking of music that I like because that's really important to me.
Yeah.
But you're financially independent, or if you're financially well off, all the things,
generous,
all my boxes check off. But your wee is not really good. That
I would say I'm more concerned about chemistry and connection. You know, so
so if you get that, you can work with the little thing. Yeah, possibly. How old can he be? What's the age range?
Okay. So
how young will you go and how old will you go?
So I would say so the youngins love me, you know. The little youngins, I think they gravitate towards me more so than the older guys. So I would go up to like 60, I would say. Okay. Like 60, 62. As young as, I think my preference for men would be 37, 38. But I've had youngins who are in their 20s, and I'm like, I can't do that. My son is like your age. Like, I just feel like it's something that ain't right, you know, like, and then I would feel like Miss Parker for sure, you know, so,
so you're saying 32 to 62 or something like that?
37, 38 to like 60. Yeah, around 60. Yeah.
I'm kind of embarrassed to share my number because my number is 35 to 75.
75. The coast. What's that supermodel job? Girl. Excuse me. What you want for what? You, of course, size doesn't matter. 75.
What I'm thinking is, if I meet a 75-year-old man, let's say he's at the golf course, I meet him and he's playing golf, he looks good for 75, he's kept his body in shape, and he's still handsome. Look at Matthew Knowles, he's 76. He looks good.
I'm sorry, that's going into the age of my father. Like,
I see, my father's 97.
Okay,
so
yeah,
see,
70, I think like.
So you know, 35, if you over 35 and you under 75, submit your application.
You got a nice range.
Submit your application.
I will say that I appreciate the game of older men though, because they will have you feeling like a young tender something. Like they are smooth with their shit.
Oh.
Oftentimes they know what they're doing. They know how to treat a woman, you know. So I'm not mad at an older man. Like, even, I don't think I went up to 70, but I think that they know how to treat women, a lot of them, especially when it comes to a younger woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm finding that the younger men want to impress us. So they're gonna treat us good. They're gonna want to wait on us. They want to impress us. They got something to prove. So the younger men, they treat us amazing.
Yeah.
The older men treat us amazing.
Men my age.
Men our age,
man.
Y'all be thinking that they're like princesses now. They're like
passenger princess.
yes, yeah. The men in our and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened to y'all Nick? What is going on?
What happened?
Who y'all think y'all are?
Right. Yeah. They
What-
want to be chased. I would say, like, I've had some success with men my age, but not really. I think that I agree with you. Like, there's an appeal to dating an older man to date a younger woman, and then there's an appeal for a younger man to date an older woman, you know, because they want to know if they can keep up. Like, it's fun. Like, it's fun. It's a fun
and
kind of
they learn from us. We teach them stuff, and so once we done with them, they go on and get somebody their age.
That's a girl.
Okay.
A professor. What we need. We need a syllabus.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? We're going to do a final project.
That part. Okay. Listen, my age range is, again, 35 to 75.
Yeah. I feel like another key component for me is a man who is spiritual and who does have a relationship with God.
That's an absolute must.
I've dated men in the past who have not, like, they won't even recognize God or call God. Like, they rather call him the universe, you know, which
I don't know if I could date somebody like that.
Yeah, and sometimes it happens after the fact, but I think that for me to be able to pray with the man, and for him to pray over me, like, I've never had a man pray over me before. And
I did with Stan. I'm very honest and transparent with y'all about the things that were good in my marriage, and the thing that was the greatest thing that I acquired from Stan Long was the fact that he was that kind of, he is God first, and he is going to pray over me.
Yeah.
He's going to teach me the word. He is going to, instruct me based on what God tells him. Right?
Yeah.
So those were the good things that came out of it, because I did have that.
Yeah.
part.
And that's beautiful. And I think I'm also looking for a man to lead, you know, because I guess my personality type, I've always been independent and had the ability to do anything that I put my mind to. You know what I mean? Like, I had my first house when I was 20. Like, you know what I mean? I was always ambitious and things of that nature, but I certainly am looking for a man who has a lot to offer me, you know, who can open up my horizons and teach me some things and be generous with his knowledge, and also have a certain level of patience. You know, I think that would be beautiful. Yeah.
And what's interesting right now, in this moment right now, full transparency, you all, I've noticed the difference even in me and her. She wants a man to, like, pour into her, to teach her, and those types of things. I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't necessarily crave that anymore. I really don't. I want my man to be intelligent and smart. And so if we're watching something on the news, that we can both relate and have an intelligent conversation about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not anymore looking for someone who can teach me stuff and grow me and show me things that I've never seen. I'm cool on that. I want someone who is going to make my life easier. I want someone who loves their kids if they have them, because they're going to love mine.
Yeah.
And someone to travel with, eat good, fuck good, sleep good, laugh good, until we pee on, to make me laugh so hard I pee on myself,
crying and
tears. And read the word with me sometimes, watch a spiritual program with me sometimes. That's all I need. And cuddle.
I think, like,
that's it.
And so
I don't want nothing else.
Yeah. And for me,
don't teach me now. I don't feel like it.
And I love to. So the difference is, I love to learn.
Right.
Like, I'm a learner. Like, I'm a professor. So, like, I love learning different things. And so me learning about a man, like, I want to know what he's into. You know, like, I don't mind if, like, oh, he's gonna teach me how to fish. I don't know how to fish, but let's go.
Let's go. Right.
So I am open to trying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm open to
teach
trying
me how to learn. Teach me stuff like that.
You
teach me how to hike and fish.
You know what I'm saying? Teach me.
Don't teach me about world history. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, and I don't mean it like that.
Don't teach me about
I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like, I dated somebody who's into stocks. Like, now I know a lot about stocks. You know what I mean? Like, I've dated different kinds of people who had something to offer me that I hadn't had before. And so that made me a better person. It expanded me, you know?
I
And
love
so
that for you.
I definitely am looking for someone who is open and who likes to learn, who likes life, who's had therapy, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is not afraid to say that, yes, I've had some trouble in the past, but I've been able to work with my therapist to go through it, you know, opposed to someone who's closed off and judgmental.
Sick
and
of y'all unhealed sons.
just like Taraji, I just put that in my story. Like, I don't want nobody, no unhealed son. Like,
no thanks.
Your ass over there with your mom or your sister, your cousins, whatever. Like,
until you get yourself healed.
Don't come over here unhealed. Don't come over here stirring up no shit. Don't come over here gaslighting and trying to bring somebody down to your level. Like, that shit ain't. We're not taking that anymore.
No more.
No. Okay. But I definitely feel like my man is out there. I'm looking forward to this summer. I've been watching certain things like, okay, where can I get a man? I'm trying to figure it out. And so I recognize that I have to be available. Yep. I gotta go outside.
And go where the men's are. Like, I was looking at the news yesterday and I saw at Bishop McNamara High School, they were having an event. The guy who teaches the NBA players how to shoot three-pointers, the lethal shooter, he was putting on a clinic at Bishop McNamara. So when I saw it on the news, I said, they all in there. So ladies, go volunteer to serve the snacks at some of these types of things. That's what I'm just telling y'all what my plan is.
Or be in a parking lot.
Okay, I'm being in the parking lot serving my turkey chili. Be like, y'all hungry? Niggas love to eat. Y'all hungry? I'm gonna serve sandwiches and stuff after these games. That ladies, the men at the golf course, they're gonna be thirsty and hungry and stuff. Y'all want something? I got fried chicken. I fried some chicken today. I bought some out here.
Yep. And I think, like, and then they have, like, I've been hearing, like, go to cigar bars, go to, like,
most definitely
golf outings.
Outings for sure.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, I love museums and stuff like that, but don't nobody, like, I'd be the only one up in there.
And so that's where we differ. If you take me to a fucking museum, I'm not calling you no more. I'm not. So call me ignorant, whatever, call me whatever. You know I don't give a fuck. That's who I am. You'd say, hey, let's go to the museum.
Meanwhile, I'm like, ooh, let's go.
No way.
Oh, wow, look at how
and I'm not even, I'm at an age where I'm not compromising on that. Meaning, like, I'm going to say, honey, you go.
Yeah.
That's your thing. And I want you to enjoy your life. Honey, you go. I'm going to be over here. And we can eat when you get back from the museum.
Yeah, that's so important. And I love that. Like, I feel like a man has to have his own identity too. Yeah. So have your own shit. Like, have a hobby, have a couple of hobbies.
That's right.
And if the only thing that you do is hang out with your boys, that's not enough substance for me. You know what I mean? Right. I definitely feel like you have to have something going on for your life. You have to have a special interest of your own, just like I have special interests. Like, I like being cute and wearing lipstick and, going shopping and
such a girl's girl.
But he has to have his own shit, where he's able to do. I don't care if he's like riding motorcycles or whatever, but he has to have a special interest.
Right.
And an appreciation for life and an appreciation for people. And I love positive people. Keep your negative ass over there. I don't want that. You know?
Yeah, I'm with that too. Yeah. So y'all got our requirements, okay? Did I leave anything out? I said we got to share the same likes of music.
Yeah.
I want him to be able to dance. I mean, that's not a deal breaker. But I want him to be able to dance, slow dance with me, fast dance with me when we out at the cookout. And let me back it up. And be fun. Don't be a prude to be like, go ahead on with that. Don't be like that.
Yeah,
just bust down with me.
Bust down. Let me flirt with you, like, and I don't.
Let me put my feet on you at the restaurant and
I like a little PDA too. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Talk that shit to me in public.
Like,
you look so fucking good. Like, talk that shit to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me, like, I can't wait until we get in that car.
Thank you,
yes,
baby.
Those things are important. Those are important. But you can see, though, with both of us talking it out, some things she desires, like a museum date, as hell no for me. Okay, so we get to learn that
Right.
it's different strokes for different folks. They're different. There's someone out there for her who's gonna love the damn museum. Stay in love. I mean, not that you want my ex, but stay in love.
No, thank you. We're not gonna do that. You next subject. We gonna.
I'm like, stay in love museums.
But I'm saying,
so I don't. But you can take me to the park. Like take me say, you know what, Terry, I'm taking you today. I found this park on the water, and I'm taking you. We're gonna have some food, some crab legs, and some shrimp, and some fried chicken, and some soft bread, and some some prosecco, and some weed, and we're gonna sit out there on the grass, and you can play out my favorite R&B music, and then rub on my legs, rub on my feet, just
roll all in the grass.
Rubber, because I love a little, like, listen, I remember one time I met a guy for the first time, LIBBA, and we were sitting at the table, and he licked my arm. Most girls would be grossed out, and they would be like, but I was like, I love you. He licked my arm, like
inside out. Like,
So,
did you giggle? I would have been like,
I was like,
you just watched it.
My point is, you do anything like that, a leg, or arm, anything, and that's my perfect date that I just described right there.
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I don't know what my perfect date would be. I think
at the museum.
No, not at the museum. Like I would love to go like I've had some great dates where it's like you go to dinner, then you go out dancing, or you go dancing and then like walking around. You might make out in the car a little something, you know, then you go.
I love some car action.
Don't you love some car action, girl? Kiss all up on my neck.
My love language, do you know yours? Mine is physical touch and acts of service. Do you know your top two?
Girl, my top four are tied.
You top four?
I'm top four.
She got all. You can't pick. You got to pick two.
No, I'm telling you. So like my last one is acts of service, but it is literally between physical touch and what's the one about the words of affirmation?
Words of affirmation, quality time,
like they are like
giving and receiving.
Yeah, I would love. I've never had a man who was just generous and willing to give me gifts. So, you know, I would love to add that to my top.
My top two is physical touch and acts of service.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I don't care about the quality time as much because I just don't.
But girl, when I'm with somebody, like if I'm not obsessed, but like if I just want to be with you,
I know that is true.
And
like,
you just
we be
in the
like,
same
nigga,
room,
where you at?
And then like you look up and he looking at you and you looking at him, especially like at a restaurant and out in public. Listen,
like you know,
hey baby, I see you seeing me. I see you too.
Yes, we love that. So y'all get yourselves together.
Get it together. And listen, for the women who are watching, like if you got a brother, a cousin, a neighbor, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
who is a good man, Savannah.
Y'all want to matchmake us?
Please hook us up.
It's 300,000 of you all out there. Certainly, we should be able to matchmake and find
especially in the DMV area. Yes. I mean, will you go out of state?
Yeah, I would go out of state.
Okay.
If he could financially afford that arrangement.
Fly me. Yes.
I sure would go out of state because I don't need everyday interaction, physical interaction. Like if you out of town and I know that I'm gonna see you once a month or twice a month or however much it is.
Yeah,
I'm good with that because I'll be doing stuff with my grandbaby in between.
Yeah, I think it's important to be able to, you know, sustain your life outside of somebody else. You know, however, if you want to see me, baby, make it happen.
Right.
You know, like
make it happen.
And I need an initiator. So the other thing that I'm noticing, these men, girl,
they wait for you to initiate everything.
I don't like that shit. Like, I need you to initiate and be like, if you want it, if you see something you like, you better say that shit. Stand up and tell me. Because if not, I'm gonna miss it. I'll be oblivious. I think I've been hit on several times and did not know because men were kind of like, you know, not necessarily being direct. But if you are direct with it, I'm like, oh,
Exactly. Yeah.
you interested? Okay.
Y'all,
So,
my sound went out. That's because I got a phone call. Stan messed it up. So I gotta wrap this up anyway. It's gone over an hour. This was so good. This was so good.
It
Oh
was
my goodness.
so good.
So good.
Yes.
So good. The sound went out. Okay. So I'm gonna have to end this Instagram one. Sorry, y'all.
You can catch me. So I'm on social media.
Yes,
I
please
talk
let
about
them
my
know.
breast cancer content, but I think I give like life lessons. I just, but it's LIBBA, LIBBA. I think it's Nation.
It is LIBBA Nation.
LIBBA Nation on
I love that too.
Instagram, Facebook, and then
We are a part of the LIBBA Nation. LIBBA. We are a part of the LIBBA Nation. LIBBA.
little theme
I
song.
just did your theme song.
Yes, yes.
So please follow LIBBA on all of her platforms.
On all platforms. If you have someone in your life who is afraid, they may have been diagnosed with breast cancer, or they had like a biopsy or a mammogram that became abnormal, please send them my way. Send them on my page, honey, because I'm gonna help them get through. And it's a reminder, if there are any women in this audience who are going through breast cancer, what have you, I'm here to remind you that there is life after breast cancer, that you can be sexy, girl, you can be fly, you can live a life without guilt, without survivor's remorse, and understanding that you are here for a reason. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you can survive breast cancer, you can survive anything. Anything. And that's not limited to breast cancer. If you survive the worst things in your life, honey, you are equipped to take on anything that comes your way. You can overcome anything, especially with God. So please know that life will be better. If you are in depression right now, think about your future self. Think about what you want for you. Stop looking backwards and start looking forward.
You see, we might have to do a special. I was thinking about that today too, because we vibe so good. So I may think of something creative where LIBBA is like a special part, like, maybe we'll do something once a month or something like that. And we'll pick a different topic and we'll just do like we did.
Just vibe out.
You all love this. So yeah, whenever you love something, that means we got to do more of it. So good. This was good. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for having me. Oh, love you so much.
I love you so much. LIBBA's going to be on Trauma to Triumph as well, so you all stay tuned for that. We don't have a date yet, but she will be on my Trauma to Triumph platform as well.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about her journey and all the stuff in between that she had to go through. Okay. Until next time, usually we do commentary on Wednesday nights, but again, this was a special edition. And so until next time, I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Make sure you subscribe to the CommenTERRI YouTube channel, and you can see all the other stuff that we've done prior to now. Yes. Love y'all so much.
Bye-bye.
Have a great Easter weekend.
Happy
too.
Easter.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes. Bye, everybody. This was so good.
So good.